Hey guys, this is Yoda. Recently, Blizzard made a few changes in Halls of Atonement that removed a few casters and reduced the required count, and they increased the count of the Stoneborn Slashers. So I've been getting a lot of questions about how we should route halls now. There's another video on the channel that we recently posted of our plus 20 that we did without Prot Warrior Reflect and without OPBM Hunter Mortal Strike. So I think it was pretty impressive. This is the route we use. Basically, it's the same thing as before. You just go left, then we jump down. Before, it was pretty reasonable to do a break pull in this area, but they removed two of these casters, so like you're not your break pull is gonna be like three mobs or like six mobs or something. So I decided it wasn't gonna be worth it. We just had to figure out how to survive the second shard right after the first shard when we lost it. I think ideally you don't commit big commits of cooldowns, defensive cooldowns on the first shard, since everyone has all offensive cooldowns and it's lusted, so you should be able to like survive it pretty well with just light stuff like 1 minute 30 defensives or lower, but nothing major. And you get here and you use like your major cooldowns. The next pull we do, we run to the middle since we're gonna try to cross, and we do this pull. I feel like these collectors are actually very free count. You just need like one AoE stop or one kick on each. And we do CC a Houndmaster. We like to not play two Houndmasters at the same time because double shoot can be very lethal. So we just CC a Houndmaster, kill one Houndmaster, and then bring the other one in. The way we do it with Paladin is I just focus kick the Obliterator, like I solo it, and then so our Mage kicks Houndmaster, and then one kick each on each of these. If you don't have a Paladin, you have to do it a little bit more complicated. You have to assign like one person to the Houndmaster, uh, and then one person, then everyone's kicking the Obliterator together, and then your AoE stops are covering the Collectors, but it can get a little bit dicey if they randomly cast Desynced. But it's definitely easier with Paladin. Anyway, after that, we go up, same pull as before that everyone always did. These two packs plus the patrol. Then this pull, I feel like you could fit some casters in, but there's just no extra casters anywhere to actually play with it. So we've just been playing it with like one collector. LOL. Blizzard has decided we're only fit to kick one mob, I guess. So yeah, this pull is really easy, but I guess people kind of like a break pull anyway, so we do this. I feel like you could maybe bring these in, but that's a talk for another time. After that, while we're waiting for the boss to spawn, we try to get rid of this Houndmaster or get it as low as possible. Since like we can finish this and we walk down here, boss isn't spawning for like 20-30 seconds. What are we going to do at that time? We just get this Houndmaster low. Technically, we could do like another pull maybe. But if we already did kind of that pull, like when we did this pull and this pull, so there's not really much trash left that we need to do. So we just pull this Houndmaster and we get the Obliterator in, so we don't have to like gather it later once the boss is actually spawned. Finish off the Houndmaster, or at least get it really low, and then once the boss is spawned, we tag the Groundskeepers and go into the boss. Once the first round of funnel is dead, we pull the second round of funnel over here. You just have to kick this Obliterator. Uh, and then bring the boss. You kind of have to path the boss in a weird way because you're like bringing mobs all the way over here. Then you play the boss in the middle. Then you need to pick these mobs up and you're dropping poop the whole time. And you have to like move the boss all the way around. You kind of been doing like here and then here and then here, I guess. And then back to the where he spawns is how I've been moving him. After that, we do a big lust pull here. We don't actually pull all this at once. So it's like this stuff, like the normal lust pull, you pull it together. Then we chain like when it's just two Reavers left, like the first one dies usually because someone has insane funnel and blows it up. Then we do the last two Reavers with these five, which you can just tag over here, and this three pack. Once it's all dead, you start looking for when this guy's going to turn to stone. You can gather the groundskeepers up before he turns to stone, just like wait here. As soon as he turns to stone, you just tag this Obliterator and this Dark Button, you run up the stairs, and it should all make it in time as long as no one's like padding on the groundskeepers, making them run away or slowing them or something. Everything will make it in time to the boss. And then you play that with the boss, kick the Obliterator, make sure you kick the Obliterator so nothing extra happens. Healer does have one extra dispel, but they'll survive. After that, I feel like everyone's high key Halls route is pretty much the same. You just do this pull, then you do this with this, then you do this guy by himself, and then you do the boss. All right, and that is how we path the new halls. That is our route that we did in the plus 20. Bonus, I will show the pull that we were planning to do, which I think is actually possible and potentially faster. So as soon as I saw they removed like basically all the casters from the right side, I was thinking about going there first with Lust, and just blowing all of this up. You basically save a pull by doing that. But then you have to do like a break pull over here, and then you do this pull, and do another break pull, and you go here. The pathing was getting kind of awkward, so we opted out of doing this route. But I think if it's executed perfectly, this route could potentially be faster. than the route that I showed before. Anyway, that's how I've been riding hulls. I think this route is definitely going to be very easy for pugs to pick up. A lot of the pulls that are quote unquote difficult can just be chained, and then they're not difficult anymore. Like this pull, we already chain it. Like we just kill a Houndmaster, then chain this, right? You could honestly kill a Houndmaster and then chain both of these. You don't have to pull these instantly on pull either. It'll just take a little bit longer to finish off, you know? And then this pull, like you could literally finish it off, and then the next pull is 5 mobs plus 3 mobs. And you could even pull some ground skewers with it if you want to. Like there's a lot of ways to make this route a lot easier. This is just kind of how we played it in our 20. So yeah, all right, that is how I've been riding hulls. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.